I deal with mental health. I got I was going through depression, and I go through anxiety. But I feel like the podcast is like it's like a it helped me like get away.
I feel like in a way it made us feel seen because y'all let us express our feelings and how we feel about certain situations without giving us like, oh no this, oh no that. Y'all just let us base our opinions on how we felt and let us talk about it. And it's more so how y'all how do I say this? It's basically how y'all brought us together and how we were able to just talk about things that regular people talk about like by themselves, like they can sell to themselves. Because if you was to talk about it with an adult, come on now, they say stay in a child's place. So I feel like y'all let us express our feelings in a way that like most people don't be able to. That's why be so much built up anger or just built up in them.
I ain't gonna lie, I was an angry bird. Like I just was snapping on anybody, everybody. They just got one time to give me tea, you feel me, and I'm snapping. But talking with Joey and them, it is like I know how to control it a little bit. So it's like they basically made me a better person.
Tell us a little bit about the program.
So I'm saying it's about podcasting, you know, handle your emotions, stay out the streets, you feel me? Yeah.
You interested in podcasting? You done podcasts before?
No.
Interested?
Yeah.
So if you had the chance to do a podcast, what would it be?
What would it be about?
Yeah.
The streets.
What about the streets? What about?
Stay out the streets, gun violence and all that.
I was wanting to do podcasts since last year, but I didn't get a chance. And I always wanted to talk about topics about the world and stuff.
Last year I had a podcast in 9th grade, and I was just analyzing sports and stuff, and I was having players from our school talk about like the community and stuff.
I still struggle with my death of my mom a year ago, so I'm trying to get through that even more. And I'm just by myself in the house with my dad, so yeah.
One thing I struggled with was my grandma's death. I feel like that crashed me out because it was like I was chilling and then she just died and I just started drawing. I ain't peep until like now though, cause my mom and them start like, you mean, but that was like a big part.
It impacted me in a good way because, like I said, it's something different that not a lot of people gonna experience. Like, not a lot of people gonna be able to say like I was ever on a podcast or documentary or whatever. So it impacted me in a good way.
I just want to try this club out. You know what I mean? And that's it.
I just want to be here just for a chance or something like that.
I feel like this podcast could open up a lot of doors for me and whatever, so I just tried out something new.
I'm doing this because I want to speak for the youth. I want to talk about our communities and the things that we go through. That's why I'm here.
I'm here because I just want to try stuff new.
I see, like, in Philly, it's a lot of, like, violence, especially, like, with the kids. And I feel like the parents and, the, like, older people, they don't see how we feel and, like, our perspective about the violence.
I don't want people to portray Philadelphia, even though Philadelphia is dangerous, I don't want them to portray it as, like, extremely dangerous to the point where we can't go outside or we can't be kids, which is also not true because with how I see it is how you evolved and how you are portraying yourself on the streets. So like if I was to portray myself as like a person who's trying to harm somebody or trying to rob somebody, then yeah, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, I'll be how I word this. I wouldn't want me to be outside neither, but that's not how I portray myself, and that's not how I want to be portrayed. I want to be portrayed as a well-mannered young man from Philadelphia.
We see the same thing happen every single day. Like, some people can't go outside or just even have fun. Next thing you know, it's just drama or something else. And I feel like we could make a change or differences. Like, I'm a quiet kid, but I don't like to be seen too much because I like to be alone a little bit.
It's like we gotta change our narratives as the youth. I just feel like everybody, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to have something different about yourself. You don't have to be just like everybody else.
They changed the way I think, the way I see stuff, the way I break stuff down. I always would start stuff with violence, but they showed me it was another way. With drawing, no matter if it was listening to music or talking to somebody, it could be just something different.
When I seen the painting and seen what the other kids came up with, shout out to Sebastian. It's like everything we talked about, they put in the painting. So I think that the painting, what I got from the painting was that everybody could be successful. Like, I didn't even know, like, the young boy Sebastian can't even do anything like that. So, like, when I seen what he had, like, how he did it and how they all came up with it, then it's like, it makes sense.
The painting, I feel like it was like a good opportunity because you don't get opportunities like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's something different. Like I never did before. But I feel like the painting, it expressed like that black men can achieve. They could do good in life and not just always be something negative about us.
Respectfully.
This John, the only thing that comes to my mind, I think of when I seen it, I peeped this John right here, the school little situation, and I peeped that this is the school, like the fire school too. That's what I peeped and what I think about it. Girl, you're kind of hot.
I mean, what you think that one of your own designed it?
Young boy,
Yeah.
bro. That's his talent, but everybody got a talent. Nice talent to have.
I mean, I think what he did, because he was having meetings out there with a bunch of people, he took everybody's ideas and put them together. Like, I thought this was dope, that they came up with the words amazing, brave, strong. Like, I thought that was like, and he came up with it in that order.
To me, there was like one meaning to it that I felt like I think it meant was young black men can just graduate all in one, because the art itself, that's what it meant.
I think it's for it to empower black students, because as you can see, it's the face of two black men. Then you got the graduate thing, and then it's like it's showing that we can succeed as black men. And it's just showing us that, and it's giving us impactful words and stuff. So I just feel like it wants us to succeed as black men, and just showing that we don't have no limits. This is basically what this is. That's just one step. You have more to go as a black man. That's what I feel like. That's what that is. Or it could just mean anything for all races. Don't even gotta be one, but mainly black.
That's real.
Being here at Boys Latin, they have access to opportunities that other students in the city might not have. So yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing, and I love that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world, which is absolutely true.
How about you, sir?
No, I definitely agree with everything that everyone said. I think even just with our pledge, right, when it then says education is a path to power, a path to change the world, right, and that aligns with it, and just being able to see the city, right, the city is yours, right, it really just depends on what it is that you want to do, how it is that you're going to achieve, how it is that you're going to apply yourselves, and you guys have certainly taken those first steps, so proud of y'all. This is amazing, and I think it's going to be a beacon, right, within our community.
I feel like the painting to me, what it meant to me was, I feel like it meant like it just shows like the hard work and like the things that we talked about during the podcast that we put into it. We put it into an art piece like to express ourselves. I feel like it's just like an expression for like young men who were doing a podcast just talking about daily things that they see or daily things that they think. And I just feel like the mural just is like, it shows that, and it shows like what our future want to be. Because if you look on the mural, it's graduating students throwing their caps in the air. And I just feel like it shows like our future, and it shows like what we talk about in our city and what we love.
When I did this, John, I didn't.
Honest being.
No, when I'm keeping it a bean, I'm keeping it a bean. Hold on, let me take my AirPod out. Alright, so look, right? When I first did this, John, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was thinking like what I'm doing, like what made me just do podcasts. But now it's like, I feel like this is something I could do like outside of school, like run my own podcast and talk about my own stuff. But I learned a lot from this, John. Keep it a bean. At first, it was like I was confused because it's like Miss Drake already had put me in it. Like I wasn't informed. I was informed, but she just put me in it. And then she was explaining it, and I was like, yeah, this joint probably gonna be corny, bro. But then it's like I came, it was thorough.
I have different ways that I can express myself, and I'm like very literary with words, and I don't just like use slang. I also wanted them to see that I have a view into things too that they have, even though they're adults. Their point of views are different. I just want them to see that also, and that's really what I want them to get from it. That's about it. There's something happened to like a black school like recently last year where the young man was shot at Roxborough High School. All they did was talk about it on the news. What resources did they get? What help did they get? All they got was the Philadelphia Eagles to come to their school. Same thing with us. We went to the Philadelphia.
Like we need more resources for our community. We barely got resources. So how's we going to play football? How we gonna go to upper league colleges and all that, like D1 colleges? And it's like, how we gonna do that if we don't got no resources for real?
It been times where when I was a pup, bro, I did not look like I was struggling, bro, but it was like I knew how to like walk around, smell good, look good. You feel me? Like I was raised different, bro. Like when I was struggling, bro, it wasn't no laundromat. We in the bathroom with it. We about to wash the clothes by our hands.
What motivates me to keep going through high school? Really, probably I would say my mom, cause like she ain't finished high school herself. So like, and I'm her firstborn. So if I finish high school, that's like her like she finished in high school. But that's not even like really it though. It's just like like everything that I go through in high school, like every problem that come across my path, that just keep me going. Cause like once I figure it out, it's like I could figure anything out. Just keep doing what you're doing and just stay on the right path. That keep me motivated.
They don't talk about the same stuff?
That's what I just said. The problem in drill music is they talk about the same thing, but they all expressing their feelings. At the end of the day, it's reasons why they did what they did, and they explaining it in their music.
I don't think they did. I just think it's just music.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, some young boys be having cap in here, right?
I don't even think it did. I don't even think
they had a cap in here. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people have cap.
Yeah, so like, what we really talking about? They think we just a dancer, but we one of the top. This is not a flex. We one of the top rated in murders.
I'd rather be the dancing cat, but in the top rated in the murder, bro. In murder.
But who
started the dancing and all that?
Bro,
no.
Whoa, Jersey started it. Jersey started. No, they did, bro. You got keep it a beat.
Yes, they did.
We been dancing forever.
But they
Jersey didn't. Bro, all that Jersey club music that came from them. That didn't come from us.
The music.
Yeah, bro, we're in top rocket. Bro,
we only created one dance from here, probably. In our generation, we started one dance.
Are you dumb?
No, we did.
Are you tinging? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
The tinging?
Are you dumb?
We didn't start tinging?
Are you dumb? We started more dishes than one. What are you talking about?
I said,
how you downplaying your own city? What is wrong with you?
Our generation only started.
How are you downplaying your own city?
I feel like we got tinging, we got hips. That's it.
But it's more than
whoa. Are you crazy, bro?
It's more than hips, bro.
What else did our generation
do? Bro, if you think about it, all them dances.
Yo, y'all about to make me get up and start dancing.
What did our generation start? Like in dancing?
What's the trend on TikTok right now? What was the trend on TikTok?
We the hottest.
Bro, it's all Philly dances, and when they dance tag, when somebody makes a new dance, it's always a dance from us.
Who started the dancing?
We did.
No.
How about if Jersey started, who popularized it?
Exactly.
Who on the mat for the dancing?
We popularized it.
Who cares about Jersey? Nobody.
Yo, no disrespect. Yo, Jersey, don't take no offense to that, bro. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't take no offense to that. We don't want no problems with y'all, Jersey. Chill out, alright? Chill, bro. We don't want no problems with them bros, bro.
Stop copping the plea, Chris.
No, bro. I'm just saying, like, we chilling, bro.
You copping the plea, bro.
I am. Yup. And what? Word.
I was bored, and I wrote something. That joint was hot. It was the Speak on My Name joint, bro. I was 13. I recorded it with my homie, Kayla. Shout out to her. She hot. I had recorded that with her. That joint was cool, you feel me? And then locations, I did that with my cousin and his homie. I wasn't even supposed to be on that joint. I just came to the studio because they was there, you feel me? So I just went. I ain't had nothing else to do. And they was just like hopping on it. So I hopped on it. But the thing with rapping in Philly is like, I had grew up and I had experienced more, so my rap and all that, everything changed. So now I just be rapping. I be rapping about basically like, I rap off of emotion too, but it's not like no soft music. It's still like drill rap. But it be like everything I'm saying is because I'm teed. So it's like, that's how it is in Philly.
Do you think the school should be doing more programs like this?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Is it beneficial? In what way?
Like more so like a career. Like see a career. Yeah. So like that's
I feel like, and you like when you talking, you get more of a message out here, out of this, so people can hear you. Like, yeah, I agree with this, and then more people might want to express themselves and start doing a podcast.
Y'all feel like y'all being heard more than usual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that y'all got comfortable with us. Not everybody is capable of having a camera and a microphone kind of like shoved in their face and continue to like just be them. And I really feel like y'all are super authentic on every topic. When we talk about academics or gun violence or anything in between, I feel like you guys are really engaged. And I want the community to see it, but I want your school to see it. I want the principal to see it. I want the funders to see it. I want them to see when we invest in our children, we get a return on that investment. Because I feel like maybe they haven't seen every single one of y'all open up and talk, smile, give your opinion. And sometimes, I'm going to just call it how it is. Sometimes the old heads want to do that but don't know how to do that. We got young souls. We know exactly how to, like, you saw how we kicked off this conversation. Mm-hmm. For real, like, they're not going to do that in no school, but like we understand culture is moving like rampant in y'all Instagram, y'all Twitter. Like we know what's trending, so
I feel like
we gonna talk about it.
With the older culture, I feel like it's just like a revolving thing, like how the old culture and like the newer culture. I feel like it's just like a revolving thing. Like probably their older culture didn't like them. That's probably why they don't like us now.
That's interesting. How do you plan on breaking that cycle?
I feel like I'm gonna be chiller with the newer culture because like I could probably see where they coming from. And they got stopped using the same line like I was your age, like this day. Like, I know that.
Why don't you like that line?
Cause it's like a recurring line. I was this age one day. I was this age before. I know what you're doing.
You don't like that kind of irk?
It's just old. We gotta start with something else.
But I feel like we're inspired because it's not too many people like y'all that's gonna give kids like us chances like this to be able to give the world our perspective on things. And without us, like without it being censored like you said or whatever, you just let us just do what we want kind of. And it's like, so I gotta respect it.
I've been robbed before. They told me to take everything off and remind you that's my first time being robbed. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, am I scared? Yeah, I was scared. I was shaking. So I gave them everything and called it a day. My fault. A day. My fault. Yeah, they had guns out and all that. It shocked me.
Damn.
Yeah, they took everything. Well, they took my shoes, my phone. I ain't gonna say the other thing. That's embarrassing.
I really think we need guidance. It's guidance is key because there's a lot of old heads out here who having young boys portray this act of gang violence. If you think about it, it's old heads behind the scenes helping these young boys with this stuff, but they're not really helping the main young boys who want to leave Philly, who want to have a name for themselves, who want to do something, who want to live life. They don't want to just have a narrative pointed on them or something on them. They want something else. Like, it's hard for black young men in Philadelphia to do things like podcasts and play sports because you're going to be looked at different. You're going to be looked at as a cornball or a turkey or something like that. that's why it's hard for black young men to not get into violent things or do all sorts of crime, because it's like we don't have guidance, or we don't have the amount of resources that they give out to Catholic schools, private schools. We don't have that amount of resources. And they talk down on us so much, but they don't want to help us. And every time you hear about something happening to a white kid or something, they get a new donation or they get some type of resources. Every time you hear something happen to like a black school, like recently last year where the young man was shot at Roxborough High School, all they did was talk about it on the news. What resources did they get? What help did they get? All they got was the Philadelphia Eagles to come to their school. Same thing with us. We went to the Philadelphia Eagles stadium. Okay, that's nothing. We got to be players, and we got to eat there. That's nothing. You got the white kids who getting donations, who getting health therapy, all of this. What are we getting from this? We see stuff like that every day. But see, we don't get no help, or we don't get no therapy, no resources, no nothing, no guidance. They just leave us out here stranded, and they try to tell our narrative or our story instead of hearing from the people who experience it. So that's one thing I don't really like.
That is true, like that we don't have a lot of resources and there's not a lot of guidance. But I feel like the big thing in this generation is the internet paints a picture of like black men being like violent. So I feel like they gonna look at anybody that's black and that's a young man as a violent person. So I feel like the internet should stop trying to paint that picture because of one little incident. Like, for example, like if somebody got shot on the news, now nobody want to go outside, and it's like that person that got shot, most likely he was in the violence with them. So it's like everybody's not going to be involved with that type of stuff.
Sometimes I feel like young black men in general, sometimes there's good kids, sometimes it's bad kids. Bad kids do what they want, and then they think it's okay just to do anything they want, and then they end up killing somebody or worse. Good kids, they just try and make it out, go live their good lives, and then on the news you see them. It's just like, what can we do? And then people just brush it off, think that's cool, and then make fun of them.
These stories on the kids who get 4-point GPAs, who get higher GPAs than a regular average school kid who go to a private school. We need more shine a light on the schools and things that's going on in our schools, and the good things, not just the bad things, the good things that happen in our community. We barely get like you know the lady, what's her name, Salt, I think. She had venues for people down, I forgot where's it at, but she's having venues for black-owned businesses to promote their brand, like stuff like that. I don't think she should be putting her own money into it. I think the city should help with that. Get more of an outreach to the world and show them that we're just not just a violent state or city. We just need more help, and that's what I got to say to her. We need more help as a youth and as black men and women.
We can make a big change in this city.
And just do better for the whole city instead of just young black men, just the whole city in general.
I want to say thank you to the staff, because this is like a big opportunity, and like I said, it opened doors. So I just want to say thank you to them, because if it wasn't for them, y'all wouldn't be here. I would like y'all to come back, because it's a good program for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for the people that haven't been to this program, that's something they should try out, because you might never know. Like, you might really fall in love with this.
Come back, I feel like yes, for everybody that didn't have a chance to like exclude himself. So to me, yes.
I think it should come back next year, because I feel like it was a good thing that we did, and I feel like it should just be more people in there, because the type of opportunities we gonna be able to get from this, I think other people should also have.
It's better for like other kids like me, because it's like I never thought like I was going to actually like podcasts until I did it. So it's like it's a better opportunity for other young boys like me, and because I want to be on that joint again.
I think all of the staff here, like myself, see the potential in a lot of our young learners here at Boys Latin. I think that we try to get across to them that they do not have to be a statistic. They don't have to turn out the way that some people portray them. They don't have to follow the things that they're seeing in the media. We have a lot of faith in the students that go here, and we try to shower them in love, and we try to support them as well, and that's what we're going to keep on doing.
Is that true?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's definitely true.
Yo, and with that, Philadelphia, you just heard it, Boy Latin Live. Make sure you tap into all the major platforms when it drops.
Anyway, is there a way to squash the beef, or is it too deep?
You can't squash beef, bro. You try to squash it, you gonna get called a turkey. Then you gotta worry about it, cause like you could try to squash it. They can tell you like, yeah, it's squashed, but it's like nobody is squashing none of that. It's like nobody squashed something you started. It's not gonna stop until they want it to stop. So it's like you can't squash nothing. You just gotta deal with it. You knew what you was getting yourself into, so it's like you can't. You know what I mean? You can't squash it, bro. You squash it.
Fair enough.
Think you can squash it. Me, I think it's certain scenarios where you could squash beef. Like you do music. Me personally, if I did music, I try not squash the beef, but like stop beefing. Cause like if and we act like us together on a song, you know how much money we can get. We beefing, we could be on the song together running it up, but like it's like a lot to explain though. And I don't like know how to put into words.
Y'all kind of opened my eyes a little bit with the forgiving people. Like I be trying, but it's like it's a workable process.
Right? So you willing to give your life up. Right? I mean, because is your life worth? You want to go to prison?
No.
You ever know what prison feels like?
No, I know what being in jail feel like.
What is that? What it feels like? Tell me.
It's boring, horrible. It's not everything. It's not the girls. Yeah,
what else?
Outside time. Gotta be in the joint. You can't leave the cell. Like
You love your family?
Yeah.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
You love your brothers and sisters? You love your mom? Your family?
Yeah.
So what would you do, right, if somebody locked you up in a bathroom? In a bathroom. That's what a jail cell look like. For 30, how old are you now?
17.
17. You come home when you 50. Maybe. Because somebody dissed the dead and, you know, you had to do what you got to do. You couldn't forget. So now, you sat there and you said you love your mom, your brothers and sisters, right? Is that worth giving up for that?
No.
What point are you proving?
It ain't no point.
So then there should be no reason for you to even think about, I'm willing to give up my life. My life. Because somebody dissed the dead. You know what? Because when you are in prison, you are dead. You are the walking dead. Because if somebody kills somebody in the state of PA and you get caught, you know what an elbow means? Life. You know what that life means? Till you die in prison. You come home in a body bag. That's what that means. So now I'm trying to understand how dissing the day is too deep where somebody got to die about it. Because somebody could die about it.
Everybody die about it every day.
About that? And what happened to the ones that get caught?
They go to jail.
Is that worth it?
Nah. But it's like, it's not like, I don't know. It's like people don't understand. People don't understand. It's
I understand. I spent 31 and a half years and 85 days and 26 hours in a prison cell. And I went in at your age, 17. So what I'm saying to you, it's not even worth it. Is that going to bring your dead homie that he dissed back? No, okay then. What satisfaction you get out of that? I mean, let's talk real. See, because the thing is, if we talking about we are good brothers, good Muslims, month of Ramadan, we want that peace, we want them blessings, right? We want to be forgiven for some of the stuff we done, right or wrong.
Right.
So then we got to be able to forgive.
You can forgive, bro, but at the end of the day, you forgive the person. That don't necessarily mean that you forgave him. He gonna be off your tail. you still gonna have to live and watch around. No matter how much you forgive a person.
But if you get rid of that person, you still gonna get led. Somebody, probably one of your homies, is gonna tell on you. If it's a group, whoever get caught first or second, I guarantee you, they're gonna tell on you. So guess what? The same people you riding for are probably the same people that are gonna be in court. They be like,
It was
he
Jeter.
did it, like he did it, and you the hard one. You the hard one. I was the hard one. I went to jail for a murder that I didn't commit. Took them 31 years to find that out. Because I played by the code of the streets. So what I'm telling you is, it's not worth it. I mean, you can think the way you want to think, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, right? I just want you to understand that when you're in that cell, and they give you that biblical time football numbers, just think about this conversation. This, I should have listened to dude, right? Because then it's probably going to be too late. What I'm saying to you is, right, who gives a damn if somebody call you a turkey? Who gives a damn? As long as they don't touch you, put their hands on you or your family, you should be able to say, yo, bro, yeah, I'm going to give you a pass. That will make you a sucker. That will make you soft. If anything, that makes you a bigger person. Because you know what you could do to the next person. You know that. So ain't no need like I'm gonna get here and represent the dead. Cause you gonna be right along with the dead. They're gonna be dissing you while you in prison, and you can't do nothing about it.
You made progress. You started off saying, "I'll never forgive," and at the end, you was like, got you on camera. You was like, "I forgive. The beef don't stop, but I forgive him."
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna keep it at being with the forgive. I'm gonna go back to that. I can forgive some, like I probably could forgive somebody for dissing. Nah, Joey and Swat thorough. It's too thorough old heads. They open my eyes. You know what I mean? It's still a workable process, but I'm working on it.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like it was gonna be like kind of trash, like, you know what I'm saying, because most of these like programs in here, I ain't really like find something that I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this podcast was good.